It's raining again, but here in Foxton we've got one of the places where you can still get, and every time I've come to Cambridge across this way, and many times I've been stopped by the lights, by the barriers coming down here, but it's one of the few places in England that you still get a level crossing. You don't get that many of them. Like Foxton, you've got one. It's generally speaking an old, sort of rural, old-fashioned place. There's a horse box over there with horses written on the front, just in case anybody might wonder whether they had beef in there, for example. If nothing wrong with having horses, as long as you label them properly, he thinks. So therefore he puts horses on his horse box, and people know that it's horses, and they won't eat them unless they mean to. Here's Cambridge and Harston on the A10 this way, Royston and Melbourne on the A10 that way. You follow the A10 far enough in that direction, the far direction, you end up in London, near Enfield. Of Harry fame, also got some friends, Nigel and Anna live in Enfield, so does Beth. If you're watching, big up to you. It's taking a while, isn't it? And there's some nice little bikes there all parked up. It's quite idyllic, and a kind of nice little white house that looks like it could serve as a kind of vicarage or something. It's down there you've got Station Road, or maybe that's the station master's house. Could be, couldn't it? In old village life, or rural life here in England. It's quite a throughput of cars, I'll give it that. It's only 10 kilometres to the destination. 4:10. I was hoping to go to the tailor, not the tailor for my dinner jacket, because I already sorted that in Hemel Hempstead. I bought a dinner jacket which I'll be able to use many times, hopefully, if people actually invite me anywhere. I always hope to be invited here or there, to black tie events. It's not that you get invited and don't have to pay, you usually have to pay something, but if it's on business, of course, then it's a business expense. In this case it isn't, because it's my old college, so it's something that I take on the old chinny chin chin. Still very well worth doing, and like I think I've mentioned, I haven't been back to my college for, it's not 30 years, because I suppose I left it 26 years ago. I haven't been back for, maybe for, for a while. I went there for Arabic once a week for a little while, but very, very short time, and I don't think I've been back at all. I think I took some friends there a couple of times, just touristically, but really very little. And yeah, I think I took my first wife there one time. She didn't like it much. She was moaning the whole time, but then that was what she tended to specialise in. And second wife I haven't even taken up there yet. Well, second and hopefully last wife. But anyway, daffodils are out, so that's flowers. That's really unusual. Haven't seen flowers for 6 months. That's not quite true, is it? Because my marigolds and things that were on the balcony, they did last well into November before they just went ugh one day and disintegrated when the frost came in. But still, it's quite some months. Half of November, December, January, February, all of March, now half of April, before anything's going to start blooming in Poland. Today's the 12th, Friday the 12th of April. This is now the 5th of my 8 days, of course, over halfway in terms of time. In terms of time spent on the road, well, 2480 just went past it, which was supposed to just take me to Hemel, but it's actually taken me most of the way to Cambridge, because it didn't count the space under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. Da 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 da.
Ετοιμαστείτε να στρίψετε αριστερά σε 800 μέτρα.
Efcharistopoli. Okay, so